Okay, it is officially 9:13. 4 degrees outside and windy. Today is the first run. Welcome to the Student of Everything. I'm Tristan Zoll. First run done. 364 more to go. I do not know how to run anymore. Now I'm gonna do Wim Hof. I'm gonna do that into yoga. Is 30 breaths consecutively. You don't want any pauses in between. And you wanna fill your lungs fully and then just relax to exhale. So it'll sound something like this. It'll be like a three rounds of 30 with a minute breath hold on each one. My face feels kind of numb. My ears are ringing a little bit. Feels kind of like everything's stuffy. And now we're gonna do yoga. Tibetan Rites is broken up into 5 different stretches: windmills, leg raises, the bridge, child's pose into Christ, and then like downward dog. That's what it's called. So that's how pretty much all of them are supposed to look. Another big part of it is your breathing patterns. Traditionally, whenever you want to do yoga, if you're going to like collapse your body, you would breathe out. And then if you're going to expand your body, you'd breathe in. The rites though, it's kind of the opposite. You want to fill your lungs whenever you're contracting so that you're pressing out your body and you're really trying to fill your body with itself, which may sound weird, but it's like we are trying to, instead of like contract the body and stretch it out, we want to expand the body while we're stretching in so that our lungs fill up all the space that they can, that our ribs get pushed into all the spots that they can. It's really easy to not live in this body, like take away certain aspects of it or carve little areas of your body out that atrophy. And whenever that happens, it actually affects the whole system, not only just your body, it affects your mind and it affects your spirit. People develop like psychosomatic illnesses because they don't give their bodies the space that it needs. And the Tibetan rites, I feel, just allow my body to be in its fullest. I don't know how to explain it. All right, I'm gonna do all of them in a row, so I'll see you then. Well, it's not much, but it's a start. So, part of Wim Hof is also a cold shower. If you can hear that beeping, it's so that I can breathe properly. Helps you stay warm. Anyway, 2-minute cold shower. I'll see you then. Usually you would drip dry, but I'm kind of pressed for time. So, I'm late. I should have been out and running like an hour ago. Should have been out and running, but fanny pack, headphones, gonna put my shoes on. Let's get it. It's cold and rainy out today. Here. Why'd I clap and point? Oh, that's Tuesday's over, man. That was embarrassing. So now I'm gonna show you how to make my coffee. I'm gonna make breakfast, and then we'll get to today's segment, which is music. One of the first things you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna wanna get one of these. If you're making single cups, this is probably the best way to make a cup of coffee. I then take this thing, which used to be a bunch of coffee grounds, but is now actually a bunch of coffee filters. But if you fold them long ways, I guess it's a circle, there is no long ways, but fold them in half and then fold them into half again, you get a fourth like this. Then you open up the center, so there's a little pocket. Put the pocket right into the thing. Now, we want to wash this filter with some hot water. Let that drip dry for a second while we grab our coffee grounds. I don't know what you like to use, but I always use Folgers. It's just the tastiest to me. Gotta get yourself a scale and a cup with your initial on it. Now the most important thing. I want to get 15 grams of coffee. I'm going to make a 300 gram cup. And 15 grams is the correct ratio. I always like to pick up the filter, give it a little shake, just flatten it out. Or a little under maybe. That's okay. Throw some extra in there. Take the gooseneck, put it on its stand, turn it on, set it to 201. Now we have to wait for it to heat back up. To brew coffee, you need to be in between about 195 and 205. I don't have anything reliably to teach me, and the first thing I would like to learn is the piano. So next week I'm going to get a book, a piano lessons book, so that I can actually start learning on the piano. But for this week, I'm just going to do guitar scales. Probably about 30 minutes worth of guitar scale practice, just to get some sort of music practice in. So, enjoy. My brother, where do you win? All right. Well, I practiced for about 30 minutes now. Played a little bit of a tune. Did a lot of major scaling. That was Music Tuesday. Good lesson. My fingers are starting to not hurt so much. I've been playing guitar again for about 2 weeks now, and for the past about 2 weeks, my fingertips have been on fire. But this is like the first time since I picked the guitar back up that practicing has not hurt. So that's good. That's good progress. Now it is time to do Wim Hof. I have about 2 hours before I need to go into work. So we need to do our meditation and we need to do our yoga. Join me now. That was a good one. I'm so hot. Oh, my hands feel like they're asleep. They're like tense and tingling. My mouth feels weird. But there's this wave that rolls over you. Oh, goodness. It's like I just woke up. All I can feel in me is like when a lake is perfectly calm. Like, just this. Oh, goodness. That was a good one. That was a tough one. One of the most important things about Wim Hof is that it's a breathing exercise. Like, it is supposed to be kind of hard. I was taking it kind of easy in the middle there for a second, and it's okay to take those moments. You just have to continue the breathing. Like, make sure that it's a circle and that it's conscious and that you're not leaving any gaps at the top and bottom of your breathing. But god dang, yeah, I feel so good. So now that Wim Hof is done, gonna do some yoga real quick. I wanted to eventually turn this into like a circuit that I would do for exercise and flexibility training. Right now, I'm just going to try to do 3 reps of each exercise and move on and just call it good for this first week. Next week, we'll move it up to 5, and then the week after that, we'll do 7. And I don't know, or, you know, we'll play it by ear. But for right now, just trying to keep it light. I just want to get my body used to doing these movements. I'm not trying to pull anything. Like, I need you to understand that as far as body goes, it's all the way down here for me. I have a lot of spirit, I have a lot of mind, but my body is the thing that I have not worked on at all. So, starting from baseline, I'm going to have to crawl my way up. All right, let's do it. I know that didn't look like much, but trying to be controlled is the point of that, and I can feel it in my arms. I can feel it in my core. It's a beautiful day out here. It's rainy and humid. Typical Oklahoma weather. I realize I've been showing you what's been going on, but I haven't really been putting any heart into this. It's clinical, and I really want to change that. I would like for us to have some sort of emotional connection, even though it's just me talking to a camera. I also realized I'm super embarrassed to have you around, which isn't very conducive of shooting a movie every day. I need to get more comfortable with filming, which means I need to be embarrassed more while filming. It's 8 o'clock in the morning. I have to be at work at 9. Today, we're biking for cardio. You have to give it a second. Okay, Stormy, I'm leaving. Okay, goodbye. This is the frumpiest dog I've ever seen. Keys, phone, wallet, headphones. I think we got it. Today is Wednesday. I'm pretty sure the lesson for today is drawing. Oh. Look at this house. I love it. I'm finished with my morning stuff at the bar. I gotta go get our order, and then we're doing cocktail R&D. My garage is a mess, so don't look at it. It's a disaster area. But just pretend like it doesn't exist. Let's pretend like the ocean of stuff behind me is not there. I'm really excited for today's lesson. Excited for today's lesson. It's art. Oh, it's some art, some drawing. It's time for a cold shower. A little bit easier today, but still miserable to take a cold shower. I didn't mean to be this monochromatic, but such is being colorblind. Let's get to breathing. It's good stuff. My face always feels really sleepy after that. Like it's kind of weird to talk. I don't know. Anyway, here's the Tibetan rites. I said something yesterday that I want to sort of clarify. I went on a rant about how I think my body is at like here while my mind or my spirit is maybe higher. I know that I can do more than just 3 reps of each one of the rites. I know that I can push myself harder. I know that I can break more of a sweat than this. But I'm just starting off small right here. I want it to be like, if you have never done anything before, how would you start? And this is just an easy start to it. So we're gonna start off small and we're gonna slowly build our way up. I was being pretty hard on myself. The fact of the matter is that this is just the beginning. We're gonna have to start off small so that we can grow and get bigger, you know? We need to build up the discipline. And right now, we're all in stage 1, which is just showing up. Good morning and welcome to Thursday. We've made it this far in the week and I realized I haven't explained what the student of everything is at all. All right, let's talk about the student of everything. What exactly is the student of everything? And the answer to that question is that it's like a mindset. It's like a philosophy. You can learn from everything. From a simple pebble like this, it's some sort of like new routine that I'm going to try. But what exactly is it? What am I trying to do? What am I trying to say? What I want to do is every day I would have a new lesson. I am really embarrassed and really awkward to talk to you. And that's because I see you just as a lens. I don't see you as like people that I'm talking to yet. And it's a new thing and I'm scared. I think I need to really dial in how I would like to make these videos. I've learned a lot already through this first week. If I can just create some more time to just spend talking to you, that would be good. So that's my hopes for the student of everything. One last thing, Mondays I am gonna introduce a book for the week. I didn't get to it this week, but After this past year, I have been going through a thing called The Labors of Hercules by Alice A. Bailey, and that's our first book this week. I would not recommend reading the whole thing in one go. What I would suggest is that you read for whatever zodiac sign we're in right now. So I'm calling these Aries 1, like this first video is called Aries 1. I'm gonna name all of my videos after the week that they are in the zodiacal sign that we're in. And it's because of the 12 Labors of Hercules, it's because of Alice Bailey. I just think that that book and that teaching is a great introduction to living a better life, not because it's religious or spiritual, but because it teaches you habits and it shows you that we're all connected to this world. And that is the biggest thing, is that everything can be learned from, because we are a student of everything. Not saying that I am going to master all of these things, it's saying that I'm going to learn from all of these things. We are a student of the birds, of the trees, of the grass, of the dirt, of the bicycle, of the camera, of me, of you, of the sun, the moon, the stars, everything. Everything is teaching us constantly. This whole series is just to be able to grab that teaching. That's my ultimate goal, is to teach people how to interpret the world in a way that they're always learning from it. I want to do this so that I can become a better filmmaker, so that I can become a better writer, so I can become a better editor. But I would like to make these stories that I have in me a reality. And I need to start taking steps to getting there. And this is one of those steps. And every day is going to be an exhibition on another step toward our final goal. I don't have to be scared or embarrassed if I can think about Tristan 5 years from now, see him, and then put my head down and start walking. I am going to have to be a fool for a while. I'm going to have to be an Aries for a bit. But the lesson today is get your shit done. Have a good outline. I just started working on this. I've been postponing it, not putting any work into it, because I wanted to start work as soon as Aries started, so that we have this moment where it's awkward and it's weird and we don't know what to do or say, and what am I watching? Like, this guy just fumble over his words while he's doing weird yoga. I don't know. But it's exciting, and I'm tired of being stagnant. I need to start doing stuff. I need to start living my life, becoming who I want to be. And that's what the student of everything is all about. It's about finding what you love. It's about doing what you love. It's about learning from things that you love and becoming who you want to be. I hope that through this series, you're able to interpret your own life, find out the things that you love. Thank you for watching. This was Thursday. My name is Tristan. I'll see you tomorrow. I may have bitten off a little more than I can chew, which usually happens to me. I'm usually a biter and then a chewer second. Whenever you're not very good at something, it actually takes longer to do, surprisingly. So, I don't think there's going to be a segment today. Or if there is, it's just going to be me explaining more about why we're doing this. About 2 years ago, I was under a massive depression. I really did not enjoy my job. I had just dropped out of college, and I wasn't going to be an engineer anymore. And it was tough, and it was hard, and I was sad, and I was lazy and foolish. And all of that came to one sort of pointed thought, which was that I thought that I was just going to die. I thought that one day I would just die and this would all be over. I would be 25 or younger, and the life that I had lived wouldn't even matter anymore, so what's the point? And whenever that death never came, I realized that, like, I needed to stop waiting to die and start living. And I started finding all of these thoughts and ideas from these esoteric teachers. One of them was Alice A. Bailey, and I was inspired to read her book through a podcast called Know Thyself. and they were doing a series over this book called The Labors of Hercules. It's the myth of him. And if you know it, then you know that he goes through these trials to become a god. It's actually a way that you can initiate yourself into becoming one with universal consciousness. I realized that in my heart, I wanted to teach other people how to break the cycle, how to get out of the wheel, how to understand the cosmic universe, how to attain universal consciousness. I keep on talking about Aries and how we're in Aries and what it means and how, like, oh, these things are so Aries, but like what Aries really is fire. It's the consciousness, and it's a awakening to the cycle. I didn't realize how much effort I would have to put into something to make it good. I want to make things that are enjoyable to watch and entertaining. And it doesn't just come naturally. I'm going to have to work at it. A better understanding is what the trial of Aries is all about, though. It's about owning your personality, taking responsibility for the fire that is behind your eyes, and then doing something with it. And not trying to give it up to other people, but taking it for your own and controlling your thoughts so that you can have control of your actions, so that you can have control of your body, your mind, your spirit. These things are all interconnected. So welcome to Aries, the fire sign, the ram. It is all about awakening consciousness and realizing that you are on a wheel, and now we have to run the cycle. So sorry that there was no grand segment today. I'm going to finish editing the video. It's already so long. We should talk about what some goals of this thing are. And one of them is to make 25-minute videos. I would like to break down every day into 5-minute segments. 25-minute videos, give or take. I wouldn't call this week a failure. I wouldn't call it a whole success. I would say it's a C, maybe. Give it a passing. We'll just have to plan better and come back next week. I need to actually, like, oh man, there's so much I need to do. Anyway, I'll see you next week for Aries 2.